Hello crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef here, and today I would like to share an entire designer series paper share with you. The regular one, a regular paper share, and what you get in a deluxe paper share. I'm going to open up each and every paper so you get a sneak peek of what is inside of both our Sale-A-Bration brochure and our mini catalog. I'm not opening the catalogs themselves, but on January 5th, I will do a catalog walkthrough with you and show you a lot more samples that I've made. So the way a paper share works is whether I get a 12 by 12 pack of paper or whether I get, in this case, I'm just going to show you one, in this case, a 6 by 6 pack of paper. They're already cut 6 by 6. Regardless of how the paper comes from me, I cut it up, and I cut it up into 6 by 6. And the reason I do that, there's just several reasons, but one is my packaging and the bags, and the other is easier shipping. Hi, Hilda. So it's easier for me to ship it in a priority flat rate bubble mailer. If I don't ship priority, then I can't keep the cost down for my customers. Okay, there's a lot of cost involved, and it's not just the paper that you see that's the cost involved. And I've done this now a few times, so I've really learned my lessons. But hi Mara, hi Julie. But it's all the cost. It's the shipping. I have to get the products I have to order them from Stampin' Up, and then I get them shipped to me. So I have to pay for the cost of the product and then shipping to me. Then I have to cut it all up, and you wouldn't believe how many blades I go through. I go through like a pack of $12 blades like every couple days during a paper share, and then I put them in bags. Okay, I put them in bags, which I buy, and I label the bags, and so ink, printer, bags, and then of course shipping them out to you again. So that's why I have to keep the cost down. That's why I cut them up into 6 by 6, just so you know. I cut them up into 6 by 6 papers. And then, of course, PayPal takes a fee when you pay me PayPal. And we don't even count time. Time is this is a labor of love. We don't even count time into the equation. So I will tell you where the paper came from in either one of these. Like I'll tell you if the paper came from this one or this one as I get to it. So what's a paper share? It's just a way for you to sample every single paper in the catalog at one low cost, and that way you don't have to buy, like me, all the packs of paper, and then you get to decide later if you want to get some. Okay, so if you want to get some, you can decide which ones you like the best and get them. So I have a better printout this time, and I've been putting these in with my customers' catalogs, but I just want to tell you that I do have a $40 version where you're going to get 120 sheets of paper, 6 by 6, 120 samples. And there's an early bird special. I'll show you what the early bird special looks like. And then I have a $30 one in addition. So that's a deluxe version. That's a deluxe version where you get the actual extra papers. And you can sign up by clicking here or inside the description of this video. There's a QR code here. You get free shipping when you sign up for both the regular paper share and the deluxe paper share. And I have an early bird special. And I'll tell you a funny story about that, how I tried to prepare ahead of time for that, and how my husband hijacked all my paper. Well, all my brushed metallic cardstock. But anyway, I'll just tell you about that when I get to it, because I think it's kind of funny when you only have certain kinds of paper and you need something. Okay, so let's get started. We're at the ice cream corner. So a regular paper share. I said 120 kinds of paper. Let's see. Oh, I don't need 2 bags of that. This is my sample. So you get, let me zoom back out. So this is the first one. In one bag, in one of the bags I put 2 kinds of paper. So see how it works? I put the paper, the 12 sheets of ice cream corner, see, in the same bag as the designer series paper blooms. Okay, that's how I do it. You can see through the bags, so you'll get 24 sheets in each bag, unless it's one of the specialties. So that's the reason I do. I just do that for easier shipping and because everything costs the different costs. I just try to keep the cost down. All right, so hi Sheila. So I'm going to go through now what's called, in fact I'll leave this here so you can see it. Let me find something that you can hear. Let me put this down. This is my tattered piece of In Good Taste paper. This is called In Good Taste. I'm going to put that down so that every time I'm going through paper you can see, and you can even make a wish list of paper you want to start to buy when you get your catalog in the mail from me, from Stampin' Up, and then you're going to know what paper I'm going through. So what I'm going to do now is that was a very long introduction, but now it'll go faster. I'm going to go through every paper, and you're going to get to see every paper. Oh, actually, that's good because they're already back to back. Here you go. So this is Ice Cream Corner. And I don't know all the coordinating colors off the top of my head, because if you saw my unboxing, then you would have seen all the coordinating colors. But I mean, I could tell that this is Blackberry Bliss, for example. But I did go over all the colors, all the coordinating colors in my unboxing. Turn the light a little bit. And I did a lot of different unboxings. I think I did 4, maybe more. Between my pre-order unboxing and the regular catalog unboxing, I shared a lot of these products, and other things that go along with these, like the other products in the suite. And I just love this piece here. These two are my favorite pieces of Ice Cream Corner. Just gorgeous. And then you got the sprinkles. Okay, so before I do paper blooms, what I like to do when I show you my Designer Series paper shares is I like to show you something I made with them if I have it. And for a few of these samples, I do have something I made with them. And here is the first thing I made. Well, I'm not even sure if this one I don't think I made this one with the Designer Series paper. But here are 2 things I made with the Ice Cream Corner. This one I made with these little Valentine's note cards we have now. These are so cute. And I tried to buy more, and it says I was already at my limit. So I guess my limit was 2 packs of these little Valentine cards. They have like love and some cool little sayings, but you can make little cards. But I just thought they'd be fun to make them in with the ice cream cone. And this is a new oval punch we have. Thank you, Darlene. I'm glad you like this. And this is something though. So this one is what I made with the DSP. Simple card pattern. I just used a piece of Blackberry Bliss in the back, 3 little strips of Designer Series paper. And I tried not to use paper that was too busy. In other words, I wouldn't waste this paper on a background like this because it already has a cute ice cream cone. So don't waste this cute paper on a nice background. Use the plain papers from the suite because your ice cream cone is going to be your focal point. And You're So Cool that's the stamp set. But if you want to use this paper for cute little treats and boxes, or just to slap You're So Cool on the front, that would be easy too. Okay, so those are a couple examples. We'll put them over there. Now I'm going to show you paper blooms. Put this one back in the bag, or otherwise I will have a hot mess on my hands. Okay, so paper blooms is so this one was from, by the way, that Ice Cream Corner was from this mini catalog. And paper blooms, what I'm showing you, is one of the free Sale-A-Bration items that you get when you spend $50 or more. Okay, so paper blooms is one of your free items you can pick. Okay, here I'm going to go through paper blooms. Let's see. Trying to think of how I'm going to kind of go like, no, I'll just do this. I'll just go like this. And then I'll keep them in order as the way I had them in the bags. Okay, so did you see that paper? This is my favorite piece. This has sort of a night of navy on the background, and the flowers really pop. So this is my favorite piece of this paper, the paper blooms. I like this watercolor look. Here, maybe I need 2 hands. I'm going to take this and go. There we go. I need 2 hands. I'm going to put that back down so it's not so shaky. I'm on, yes, my 3rd tripod. I had to go buy another one. Or my 3rd phone stand. So we'll see how this one works out. It keeps pinching my fingers when I try to put my phone in it, and then it starts going live without me wanting to go live because that starts hitting the buttons for me. Okay, so that's nice. That's the other side of the paper blooms. And I tried to put in the same bag sort of papers that went together. I thought that would be nice. Okay, so now we will do True Love and Well Suited. These are sort of plainer papers. So I put them in the bag together. Well Suited is a masculine sort of set, whereas True Love is a very feminine, and it's very, very pretty to do the coloring for. You could do the coloring. Okay, so this True Love was part of the Occasions catalog. And there's so many products in that suite. It's like called a mega suite, meaning there's more than one kind of paper in the True Love. I think it's called the Love You Always. It's called the Love You Always suite. Hi, Julie. These are your favorite. This is my least favorite. Funny. This is actually my least favorite paper. Because I keep it real and I tell it like it is. Only because I'm all flowered out. Well, actually, I like this flower. I'm not all flowered out. I like this kind of flowers, the bright flowers. But this one is my least favorite. Because, oops, and I think now I'm into well-suited. Okay, so that was, but for coloring, I mean, it's gorgeous. And one of my team members already unboxed it because they already got it. And they're like, wow, look at these flowers. So, you know, I guess, obviously, Stampin' Up! Does market research. And there are people that like flowers because we fill our catalogs with flowers. All right, so now I'm going to show you the well-suited designer series paper. So this is more of a masculine set. And what do I have from that suite? Let me see if I can grab, this is, hold on one second. Let's see if I can reach over and get my super, all right, I got my microphone. This has nothing to do with this paper, but this is something I made with the well-suited dies. So just so you know, like there is a masculine set in this catalog, and it has dies. And I put I made this jacket, and I actually put moss in the pocket. I put actual moss. I got it from like Hobby Lobby, like real moss in the pocket. So this is from my friend Kirk, and he and my husband like to hunt together. So he sent us a Christmas present, like our first Christmas present. And we didn't open it yet, but it's in the box still, and it's like we're waiting until Christmas to open it. But I already have a thank you card for him when I made this with him in mind. See. So anyway, the reason I'm showing you this now is it just reminded me. That's why I had to go reach for it. It reminded me of this paper here because it's from the same suite. So believe it or not, this is from the same suite. And in YouTube, I showed you how to make this camouflage background in my Ink It Up series. So that was actually, I just started out with Whisper White here. I just made Whisper White. I just made the background. I mean, by camouflaging it. Okay, so anyway, well-suited. So believe it or not, there's a little bit of a feminine side to this well-suited paper. So check this out. So here, we'll do this. I'm just going to go through it. So paisley. Okay. Dots. Okay. Thank you. Like the camo background. Look at this. Isn't this cool? So you can actually have like so in the well-suited, if you just want to get some paper that has some plain backgrounds and you want to do mostly Father's Day cards and things, you know, you could still have a little bit of flowers in this well-suited designer series paper. So which is really cool. I think that's pretty cool that there's some flowers in that well-suited pack. A little graph paper there. Some plaid. Stripes, real cool textures to make suits out of. Those dies are incredible to make the suits out of. They're really, really easy to use. Like it makes a V-neck for you and you can make a nice suit. And I didn't really even know how the suit went together. This one works really well for the pinstripe suits. I used to wear pinstripes. Okay, like my pinstripe pants and things. I think they're still in for suits, but I mean, actually, they were in for like girls too. All right, I'm going to leave that open because what I'm going to do is I have a Facebook group for my VIPs, and I want to just go through this quicker with them in the group so they can see these, so that they can sign up for my early bird special because not everybody, I have different audiences. Like my customers sometimes only find me on Facebook. And then my YouTube crafty friends find me here. And then I have Instagram friends. So I have different people that find me in different places. So I like to kind of post things in different places. So this is really cool. Keep this in mind. This paper here, when I show you something special later, there's some overlays that are in my Deluxe paper share. I guess they're called Deluxe paper share. All right, so basically, oh, by the way, these two were both from the mini catalog. And now these two, Dandy Garden and Fine Art Floral, are from the mini catalog as well. And again, some of them already come 6x6. So just keep that in mind because of something else. When you see that, okay, this one you're going to get, so this one comes in a 12x12 pack. I'll just go through it as I'm talking. How about that? I'll go through it as I'm talking and hopefully not lose my train of thought. So this Fine Art Floral designer series paper it's from another suite that has some cool overlays that I put inside the Deluxe share. But what I wanted to say about it is you're going to see that there's only 12 patterns on this paper because there's 12 sheets of paper and each paper is double-sided. But when I get to the Dandy Garden, you're going to get 24 patterns. Because it comes in a pack of 48 sheets each double-sided. So you're going to get more patterns in the Dandy Garden. Still 12 sheets of 12 by 12, but you get more patterns depending on how my pack I started out with. Now, each of you are not going to get the same pieces. Like you're looking at my paper share, you wouldn't get this piece necessarily because, let's see, on the other side of it, see how it cuts, see how the patterns are. I'm going to try to give you a piece that looks like that and a piece that looks like that, the way I cut the paper. But just depending on the pattern. But that's, again, this is a sampler. So I expect you to understand it's a sampler and you won't see every single pattern that you see. Okay, so that's your fine art floral. And now for the Dandy Garden. And I have 3 examples. Let me pull these up here. I have 3 examples of what I made with that one. I'll show you in a minute. So let's just go through the Dandy Garden. Okay, so that was mini catalog. Now Dandy Garden. There is a punch, and it's called a dragonflies, plural, dragonflies punch, because there's a big dragonfly and a small dragonfly. The big dragonfly does work on one of these, or I think on this paper here. It works on a couple sheets of paper, but for the most part, it works better with the stamp. Hello, honeybees. It works better with the stamp. Okay, so you've seen maybe me unboxing this paper. And I've done a lot with this paper, and this is going to be my first, when I show you a starter kit special in January of what you can get in your starter kit, this is going to be my first example where I make these projects live on January 5th. It's a big video I'm planning for. I got a plan for. Some of my videos like this, I just wing it. But other videos I have to really plan for, especially my scan and cut ones, which I pre-record. And that one will probably be pre-recorded as well. All right, so that's that. Here you go. That's the Dandy Garden. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a couple examples of the Dandy Garden. Here's what you can make with it. This is using the dragonflies punch. You use the stamp set, or actually, that's me just punching out the designer series paper, I think. It could be the stamp. No, I think it's the designer series paper. And then there's a little punch of the little dragonfly. This is the butterfly duet punch. I'm going to suggest these items in a starter kit because they're really great together. I think they're great together. The dragonflies, this is the dragonflies stamp. And there's a little bit of Wink of Stella on there. Some shiny Wink of Stella mixed with this butterfly gala stamp set. And you can put whatever you want in your starter kit. And if you already have butterfly galas, of course, when I show you the example, you'll be getting something else instead. You pick whatever you want. But these are I just think it's a good combination. I think butterflies and dragonflies go well together. And I just love critters of all kinds. I love animals and critters and insects. And, well, I don't like insects crawling on me, but I like insects, like cute insects like this with the projects. But like that one is a little ladybug trinket. And I have a video of how to make these calendars with your scan and cut. Okay, so check out that video on YouTube, and you can make this mini calendar project. And in my scan and cut user group on Facebook, this was the challenge last month. There were prizes and everything. Make one of these calendars, and it was a challenge, a creative challenge. This month's creative challenge in that group is about drawing with your scan and cut. So anyway, there's a fun group. Find that group. It's called the Paper Chefs Scan and Cut User Group. All right, so that was the example. Oh, I already put the paper upside down. All right, this person will not mind, but I like to keep them standing up. All right, let's see what is next. So Dandy Garden, those were from Occasions. I call it the Occasions. It's actually called Mini Catalog. All right, this one is, I'm going to show you, these two are free papers. The two I'm showing you here are, you order $50 or more, and you get these papers from Sale-A-Bration. So again, the reason I have to plan ahead, this paper share is I have to order enough stuff to be able to get enough of these for free, to be able to get enough of these to put in your paper share. So what I do is to plan ahead is I tried to order, I had a limit though. I was only able to order like so many of these kind, and they only let us as demonstrators order 2. There's a limit of 2 packs per demonstrator. But it does help me plan ahead because as I ordered a bunch of packs, I was able to get some of these. Anyway, then I can put them in the paper share. And I'm trying to put as many as I can, in the paper share. And if I don't want anything to get delayed, so that's why I plan ahead. So this is called Flower, and we'll do flower and field first. I love the black. I love when you have flowers on black. I just really love that when they're on a black background. Okay, so flower and field is just such fun DSP. I mean, and who doesn't love free paper? Okay, so this is just really, really pretty. It's really stark. Flowers and grass. This is going to be great for spring. And January 5th, when we do launch our catalog, these papers will not run out. But what happens is, and I'm just going to be honest, is during Sale-A-Bration, it's 2 months now instead of 4, instead of 3. It used to go on till March. Sale-A-Bration's only till February. But these supplies, well, supplies last. So I think mid-February or so. I don't know if these papers will last. Well, especially this paper. You know, it's going to be one of those really hot items. Because the reason it's a hot item is because, hello, River City Creative. It's a hot item because it's free, and then it's a hot item because you can get lots and lots of it, right? Whereas you only need one Darling Donkeys. That's a free stamp set. You only need one of the stamp set. But then when it comes to the paper, you want lots of it. It's because you know it's going to only be around for 2 months. And they don't, and that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. I mean, they don't sell these. The only way to get them is to get them for free when you purchase something. So that's why it's a hot item. When we have DSP papers that are limited edition, 2 months only. And I mean, people are still asking me for papers from last year. Do you have the flowering florals? That thing ran out quickly. Flowering florals. All right, so that's the flower and field. Pretty, pretty. Okay, we're going to do this one now. This is the Oso Ombre. And you get this one, you get more of the same, like sheets. In other words, it looks like this on the other side. So there's only 4 colors in this one, so you're going to get 3 of each sheet just like that look like this. This is Granny Apple Green, Blackberry Bliss. Thank you. I'm glad you like that. It is a gorgeous pack of paper. Blackberry Bliss, what did I say? Oh, Bermuda Bay. This is Bermuda Bay. And you see how it's ombre? It's called Oso Ombre because ombre, dark to light, light to dark. It's a gradient. It's ombre. Ombre effect. We used to have ombre stamp sets where you could go light to dark on your colors, but I don't know. We discontinued them. I like this piece the best. I like Bermuda Bay the best. And then this piece with the polka dots. I absolutely love that. The other side is Rococo Rose. Okay, so just to review, there's only 4 colors in the Oso Ombre set. Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, and this is my favorite. This is my second favorite. I'm not into the whole Blackberry Bliss and Rococo Rose polka dots, but these two, where'd it go? Here, these two are my favorites. I'll just keep them there as I tell you. Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, and Rococo Rose. So for Oso Ombre, you're going to get 12 sheets of this. Okay, and because it's my favorite, I put that on the other side. I like to have either that one show through or the green one show through on the other side of this package because, I don't know, I like to look at my favorite colors. Colors make me happy, like certain colors, and I like to look at them. Alrighty. Oh, what fun. This next one is going to be, I feel like I'm missing something here. Let's see. Oh, no, this is it. Those are my last 2. Okay, so this was, okay, we have 1, 2. Oh, that's why. This is not a pack. This was just a whole pack of paper. Like, where'd you come from? All right, so I'm up to the 5th pack you get in the regular paper share. So we're still not even up to the 120 pieces of paper you get yet. Now I'm going to show you. This is Snail Mail and Sand and Sea. And of course, I have examples of both. I have projects I made with both, and you might have seen me make them in my unboxing. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite paper in the new mini catalog. Like hands down, so cute. I can barely take it how cute these snails are. So easy to color, so easy to stamp, so easy to cut out. Right, so easy to cut out with the scan and cut. Like, I mean, this paper, I just did a tutorial on the YouTube about. This was my first, I just decided on the fly as I was unboxing. I'm like, I'm doing this as my next tutorial for YouTube. And I went and tried it. And usually you have no idea what I go through for my tutorials. I mean, I might try 20 papers before something works. I tried it. And then, before I can actually get projects to agree with me and not fight with the machine. Oh, here's some little snails laying here. So look at this. Boom, right away. 100% success rate. I started cutting out snails and mushrooms and letters, and I was like, singing for joy, literally singing for joy. That I didn't have to fight with my scan and cut. I didn't have to use a pencil trick. I didn't have to go witchcraft, cast magic spells. Okay, these are just ones I had laying there. My scan and cut's right here, by the way. Can you hear that? That's how close I am to it. I don't have a lot of room on my table, but I didn't want to move my scan and cut because I work on it so much. So this is definitely a must-have for any. This paper is a must-have for any scan and cut user. Here, let's get rid of these little guys. I'm going to put them on this piece of paper. Otherwise, they're going to get magically packed inside someone's paper share. This might be Nola's. She's a team member of mine. She was the first team member, the first paper chef to sign up for the paper share. So I'm able to give her my sample. Okay. Let's see. This is cool. This has hello. Hello for in English. Hello in German. Hello. Bonjour in French. Right? So that's really fun. And it sort of matches the stamp set that says hello as well. Here's a little hello from the stamp. I still have that out because I'm working on some little snail projects. So this paper is awesome. Look at the hearts ready for, this is hearts. I don't know if you can see that here. Let me bring my light over there. Okay, see the hearts? Those are little tiny hearts for the snail mail. Move my light again. I don't want it too light. Super cute. Giant mushrooms. You saw how easy these were to cut out with the scan and cut. And then this postage paper. Looks like little postage stamps. So I tried using the Happy Mail stamp with the rectangular postage stamp punch because I immediately thought of the rectangular postage stamp punch. And sure enough, it fits perfectly. There's a little Happy Mail stamp. And it fit perfectly. And this little one makes great little backgrounds. This cute little paper. Actually, I don't need to flip the papers. I should just be laying them over here. But anyway, live and learn, live and learn. Little snails with their little mail going in the little group, trucking along. Okay? That paper. And then this paper, believe it or not, it's not the same as this paper. I thought at first, oh, I'm only getting one sheet of cuteness. No, you're getting 2 sheets of total cuteness. You're not just getting a sheet like this. Or 2 sheets, actually, if you get a pack of 12. But in my case, this is the DSP share. But you're getting this other cute paper. Look, that has a different cuteness. I mean, see, it's blushing bright on the back of one. And I mean, this snail with the little letter on this back. It kind of embodies everything we do as crafters, trying to make people happy, trying to give them happy mail, right? So that's happy mail. I mean, it's called snail. I'm sorry, not happy mail. Snail mail. That's snail mail. So let's show you some examples of snail mail. So here's what I was talking about with the happy mail. The rectangular postage stamp punch. And these are all the ones I used in the tutorial. I showed you exactly how to make these layers. There's a little layer behind this mushroom making it pop. That's a layer of real red cardstock making it pop. This is a 0.04 offset. And back there's a 0.08 offset. So it doesn't get easier than that. And I'm going to be making lots of little letters like this. Happy mail enclosed. I think they're plain inside. No, I didn't even put I need to finish the inside. That one doesn't even have an inside. I need to put some whisper white in there. Maybe put a little snail in there. Just something plain. Okay, so that's an example. And then here's the welcome to the team. This is my new team card. So in other words, I try to always make a team card based on whatever the new product is. So for this Christmas season, anyone who joined got, or pretty much the gnome for the holidays, which is my next card here. They got 3 little gnomes, but now they're going to get 4 little snails. Like that's the team. Now this is actually stamped and colored with the alcohol blends. This little snail here, and then these little snails are just cut out of designer series paper. Okay, so that's just fun. And then this is the gnome. This is how I took this design. I'm just showing you now examples, by the way, of designer series paper. That's the designer series paper. Okay, and then thank you. I'm glad you liked that. Welcome to the team. And then this is the designer series paper used with the gnome set. And I'm trying to see if I have. I like to show you. Yes, I like to always show. I did this in my video, but you know, build it and they will come, right? So I'm trying to make team cards. Like, see, this is how you start out. You start out by stamping your Memento Black, so you can color with the Stampin' Blends. Bermuda Bay, right? That's just how you start out your card. Make these, get them ready. Then you take your strips of designer series paper and add them later. It comes to life. But don't add your paper later till your stamp works out. Always color first. Because if this doesn't color right, if you mess up your coloring, you can use the paper later, right? But you don't want to attach your designer series paper till you know your little coloring is right. So that's how I do my cards. So once my coloring is right, then I'm ready to finish building the card. In a snap, I can build the card after I do the coloring. The coloring takes the longest. I do that while I'm watching TV. But in a snap, because I have all my little bucket of crafty goodness, all my little pieces cut out, my little mushrooms, right? They're sitting over here. Because they're all ready to go, I can slap together the cards quickly once I do the coloring. Okay, so anyway, gnome for the holidays. I thought these giant mushrooms, when I saw them, would make the gnome look even smaller. So you got the giant mushroom and the little gnome. And so I just thought of putting that together as a card. So that's the designer series paper. This card I got to send out soon, I guess. I am so behind on Christmas, right? But that's okay. People will be happy no matter when they get their cards. All right, so then now I'm going to show you this one, Sand and Sea designer series paper. Okay, this is Sand and Sea. See how they're different gradients on the backgrounds of those? And it's just a beautiful pastel seashell type of suite. And I unboxed it and got so excited about this suite because it has some beautiful stamps, embossing folders. We did some sponge coloring with my new sponges. This is what we did. I just left them like this so I can do some more. I plan next week on coloring a bunch of seashells. And so I could use those sponges over again, but I'm just going to like keep the colors and keep stamping. I like the sea urchin paper. And this is the seaside spray color. Sea stars, I don't know if you can see that. Some sea stars. And just a gorgeous piece of paper that goes really well with the stamp set. Okay, so that is the Sand and Sea, and that's the conclusion of the first paper share, but I'll show you your bonuses. Oh, and I have these sitting over here too. Let me see. Okay, so back to these. Okay, I forgot. These were the rest of the Happy Mails. I have these sitting here. These were the rest of the Happy Mail little gifties I made. There's that hello paper. I didn't stamp this. This was part of the hello paper. See, let me show you the inside. See? If you fold it just right, you get the little hello to show up twice on your diaper fold. Yippee! I mean, a happy accident, of course, but now that I know how to fold it, to get that to show up. And then this one has the bonjour sitting there. Then I put hello with the stamp onto the mushroom. Scan and cut. So I use smaller patterns. For Happy Mail or Snail Mail, I use the smaller patterns to make things like diaper folds, whereas the larger patterns are better to cut out with the scan and cut. Okay, and then, so there's that piece of pattern with the diaper fold. You can put tea or Ghirardelli chocolates in there. Okay, now back to this one. Now I want to show you this sample here. This is, friends are like seashells. You collect them along the way. And we made this live on YouTube. That's why it's crooked, because I did it live. Okay, and you have the stickers, the embossing folder, the die cut. We cut this and we sponge colored this right live. And there's nothing in the inside of that card yet. So that's made from Sand and Sea designer series paper. All right, so let me just move my samples, and I want to show you now the free item you get when you sign up by December 20th. That's called my early bird special. It helps me plan because I actually have to, create labels like in my software. And so I have to type everybody's address from one program to another and then make labels. And I also get these kind of labels ready. And even though I can't order all the paper yet, you won't actually get your paper share until January, sort of mid-January. There's a piece of hair. Get rid of this piece of hair. Anyway, you won't get it till mid-January, but at least it lets me help plan ahead. That's why you get an early bird special. So I'll show you what an early bird special looks like. They're all different. Everybody's not getting the same extra freebie designer series paper. You're going to get different ones depending on. So like here's what you're going to get like as an extra if you sign up with the early bird special. But see, this one is different than this one. These are just examples of my what's called my early bird bonus DSP samplers. So I'll just show you a couple examples, but remember each one's going to be different. Some paper might be retired, some might not be. This is World of Good. World of Good specialty designer series paper. This is currently in our annual catalog. So that would be a freebie. You get 4 sheets of that. And then this is In Good Taste. This is what I'm using under here. In Good Taste. I use it for my photographs. Really good textured paper. Okay. And that's the other side of that. And then this one's just called Everyday Enchantment. It's just pretty. It's a retired paper, Everyday Enchantment. And I write down, so in case you want to go search on the internet, like what the coordinating colors were. Like, I don't know what the coordinating colors of that are, but it's still pretty. You can use it for things. That would be an example of a free sampler. And then I have ones with even more in it. So it just, I'm going to try, I'm trying that you at least get 12, but I'm trying to put 16 in there. I'm trying to put 16 pieces in them, if I can. So here's another one called Year of Cheer. I'm just showing you, I'll show you what that looks like. So just so you know that everyone's going to be different, every DSP sampler. So this is called Year of Cheer. It's a one-sided specialty paper. I'm trying to send, if you get something now, like I would send this out, like, you know, try to send the Christmas papers out first with my team members. I mean, you can't, the customers are probably going to have to wait until January, but if a team member orders it, I can definitely give them the paper early. And this is called Painted Seasons, this paper. This was a paper that was so popular a few years ago, the Painted Seasons, and it was just sold out. And then, you know, now everybody's asking about it. That's that Everyday Enchantment again, and you saw the Everyday Enchantment plus the World of Good. So this designer series paper has 16 in the sampler. I'm going to try to put 16 until I get down to 12, but I wrote 12 because we're required if we do a paper share to say what's included. You know, that's just, I'm not just required by, I mean, I'm not talking about my company. I'm talking about like the commerce program I use. Like I have to, you know, I have to be clear about what is included when I sell something, because I don't want, like if you're going to pay with PayPal and they take a fee and they guarantee you, but I want to make sure I give people what I say I'm giving people, or else you could dispute me with PayPal and then I could lose my PayPal privileges. Okay, so that's December 20th. You get, that's the early bird special. But you can still sign up for this paper share. This round is till December 30th. January, I'll open up the paper share one more time. And I may add something in January called a ribbon share, because 2 people have asked me. It depends on how many more people ask me. I might do a ribbon embellishment share. But I'd have to be really daring, because that's a lot more work. And I have to decide if I'm doing that. But I'm definitely doing these 2 paper shares. So now I'm going to show you the deluxe paper share now. That's what I'm going to show you. Okay, let me move some, make some room. Okay, make some room. This is the deluxe. Okay, so deluxe is, now you're going to get some things, like some things I was showing you, like the Sand and Sea and the Happy Mail, or Snail Mail, I keep calling it. They were from this mini catalog, right? Now there's other things that are in the deluxe paper share that are also from the mini catalog. There were just so many papers, I couldn't fit them all in a regular paper share. Furthermore, a lot of my team members already were going to order this anyway, so I decided to just put this Hydrangea Hill in the deluxe paper share because it has mercury glass acetate that goes with it. Plus, a lot of you were ordering that anyway, so maybe you don't want the deluxe paper share. You won't want to try all the specialty papers. So I put it in the deluxe paper share. Okay, so let's make some room. Put this up here. Hydrangea Hill. That's what I'm going to show you now. Deluxe paper share. I you know, not my thing, honestly, but I'll just put them like that. But for my peeps, they really like this. It's, what's the other one of that one? Oh yeah, I'm showing you, but I'm just going to leave them like face up. And I have a feeling this suite is going to be super popular in the catalog. I mean, I might make some things with it. I might cut out some flowers because, you know, people I give things to like it. So it's important to, when you make cards, to not just make cards of things you like, to make things that are nice for people that you like. Oh yeah, I had to order. You wouldn't believe what I went through to get these bags. I had a supplier, and then they stopped selling them, and then I've tried to go on eBay and Amazon, and now they don't seal right. Now the flaps don't seal as nicely as they used to seal. There used to be adhesive. I don't know. I want to get off on a tangent, but I just see honeybees stampings. Tell somebody she likes my bags. They used to have the sealing here. They used to have the adhesive up here. So when you folded them down, they would adhere down there. Now they adhere down there, and I have to add extra stickers and washi tape and all this business. Anyway, not happy with my bags as much as I was, but it is what it is. And you have to do what you can. And I had to order the bags way in advance and try to get them in bulk, and that they took forever to get here. So anyway, planning a paper share is not for the faint of heart. It is very, very lot of things involved. It's a lot of moving pieces, and if you don't have all the pieces covered, the plan falls apart. All right, so then what I did is I put a piece of, this is just a piece of cardstock between. It's called Dandy Garden. It's just a piece of cardstock I put between this and the glass acetate so you could see through this acetate. Is that cool or what? So this is why I put it in the specialty. So in the acetate, you're going to get 6. So, sorry, I'm just waving it. 4 pieces. You're going to get 4 pieces of mercury glass acetate. What do you do with acetate? Well, a lot of other people make cards out of it. They use it for cards. Let me put this piece of cardstock. I personally use it for die cutting, and I like to make little lanterns. I use my mini curvy keepsake boxes, and I turn these into little, I put little tea lights inside and a couple little candies, and I give someone, they like tea lights, obviously not the flame, like the tea light candles, the electric ones you get from the Dollar Tree, and especially the ones that flicker. You get 2 for $1, or you can get 3 for $1 if they don't flicker and change colors. And then I cut these into I cut these out, and you can see through the acetate. And it's so cool because you can, the little tea light, you can see through it. And then it makes a nice little gift. That's what I do with them. But other people do different things with them. I mean, mostly, you can see so many ideas on Pinterest, I'm sure, of what people do with that mercury glass acetate. But that's what I do with it. All right, so now this one. So those, again, these were from the mini catalog, but it's part of my Deluxe share. Another part of the Deluxe share is I got this thing called a product medley. So the only way to get this paper is part of the product medley. Let me pull it out so you can see it. Okay. And the product medley looks like this. Okay. This is a refill of it. You can get a product medley or a refill. Okay. With some felt pieces, twine, and there's a stamp set and dies. So it's called the Flowering Cactus Product Medley. And then you can buy the refill. And when you get a product medley, you get 48 sheets of it. So I decided to include, just because I didn't know how many product medleys I was going to be able to afford, and again, logistics, I included 6 pieces of this flowering cactus, because in order for me to get it, I have to buy a whole product medley or a refill to get it. That's why I'm including 6 pieces. Okay? So this is the flowering cactus. Gorgeous paper. I absolutely love this paper. I love the whole flowering cactus. Sweet. Oh, and see how they're all different. So this one they're all different pieces of paper. You're not going to get a repeat. You're just going to get one of each pattern. And then you could decide if you want to get the flowering cactus sweet. Or the flowering cactus product medley. Product medleys are more for avid crafters. They're a way to, they don't give you any samples. It's just, they give you a whole bunch of stuff, dies, stamps, embellishments, and you just go to town. You just make it without having any instructions. That's what a product medley is. That's why I like to do videos on what you can make with the product medleys. These coordinate with the dies. This piece of paper is actually made like this. Some people think it's like from the catalog that these are stickers. They're not stickers. It actually coordinates with the dies. Looks like Mickey Mouse. A Mickey Mouse cactus. And look at this cool paper. If you just die cut this, you'll have your piece for the what's the word? For your cactus. You'll have your background texture. Okay, so you're going to get 6 pieces of that. And the pearlescent paper. You're going to get 2 pieces of pearlescent paper. So what is pearlescent paper? Double-sided. Hi, Nola. Pearlescent paper, and this is just me putting a piece of cardstock in there to protect it. It's the stuff that I use to die cut these seashells with. Okay, so it's just amazing to use with sand and sea, but anything. But don't stamp on it. Stamping on it, no, it didn't work out good. It did not come out pretty. It doesn't hold ink very well unless you sponge color it with sponges. It doesn't hold actual sentiments very well because it's too shiny of a finish. But that's pearlescent paper. You get to sample that. So that's that, and the cactus. So I try to put things together in the bags that sort of coordinate. And so Nola, who just came on, is actually the recipient of my sample. because Nola, who just popped onto YouTube, is my team member. And the first team member who signs up for my paper share, and my team members also have coupons and things. But anyway, they get my samples because I have to just show it a couple more times. I'm showing it to my group. And once I show it a couple more times, it's out the door. I don't hold on to it. I have to make more samples. I can make more because I have 4 of each. When I cut this up, I do get 4 of each, but they're right now like kind of strewn all over in piles. They're not in bags. They're not labeled. So this is this one is called Love You Always Specialty DSP. So if you recall, a minute ago when I showed you the regular paper share, boy, this is really bright. Over here, I showed you what's called True Love. True Love, and I said it's part of a mega suite. So this is part of the regular paper share, the True Love. There's a lot of things in that mega suite, including Love You Always treat boxes. I showed how to assemble these. I'll start decorating these soon. Love You Always treat boxes. And there's the Love You Always suite has all kinds of other stuff. Love You Always Specialty Designer Series paper. It's one-sided Designer Series paper. It's foiled. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it's part of the specialty paper. I think that was Blushing Bride. And this is Rococo Rose. I'm pretty sure. And so you get 12 sheets of that. Yeah. Love You Always Specialty Designer Series paper. What I like to do is, if I like to cut things up into, when I get a pack of something, I cut it up into 4 parts. Like you're getting a quarter of whatever comes in a pack. That's how I do the shares. It just helps me do the math better, but sometimes it doesn't work out. So you usually get like a 1/4 of something. And this is Sahara Sand. So this is just nice jungle background. I think it would go good with that Back on Your Feet stamp set where like the sloths hanging off the tree. I don't know if you remember that Back on Your Feet stamp set. But this would go good with that. So that's the Love You Always Specialty DSP. And this is the Love You Always foil sheets. And you get 6 of them. 6 by 6 foil sheets. Where's the other one? Here it is. Okay, so there's the foil sheets. And they go with it. I really thought this was champagne. I kept thinking champagne. But it actually goes with that. This is the Sahara Sand, and that's the Rococo Rose. So pretty cool, right? Foil sheets. And those are just, a dream to die cut. Foil sheets are great for die cutting. Because everything you die cut pops right out of them. You don't even have to use the whole wax paper trick or parchment paper trick. And it just pops right out. All right, specialty. Okay, I said I was going to do something, show you something back at this. So the specialty paper, let me pull this out. So now part of the, what are we calling it? Deluxe Designer Series Paper Share is this paper. Golden Garden Specialty Acetate. Okay, Golden Garden Specialty Acetate. So I want to show you something about this acetate that I was like singing for joy. Okay. Again, acetates, I like to die cut these and make them into little boxes, but you can just do so much with them. You can use them as card backgrounds, but of course hide the adhesive. If you use them as card backgrounds, put the adhesive behind them and let this part stick out. Don't try to put adhesive behind the acetate. It just doesn't work. So here's these, but you get 3 pieces of this. And these are great for, if you recall, I did slider boxes before for the paper pumpkin kit. And they look like this, but I had an acetate front. These would be great for that. And I'm also planning on die cutting this one. Die cutting a hole in these. And these would be great for putting as the window for the hole inside this box. So those are my ideas of what you could do with this acetate. But check this out. Okay, I'm going to show, see how this piece of paper is like this? It actually matches the paper from here that's in the regular paper share. I don't know if I'm going to get the piece that matches exactly, but it's this piece here. It's like, or no, it could have been the other white piece. But it matches. It actually overlays on top of this fine art floral paper, which is like amazing, amazing, amazing. So there's a piece of fine art floral paper that's white. See? And one of those overlays. Maybe not this exact piece, but you get the idea. It's one of the pieces that's going to overlay with this paper. Okay, so that's the specialty acetate. I'll never find it right now. But let me put these back in here before I have a hot mess on my hands and don't have enough. Where did they come from? All my little bags. But those papers overlay on top of the other paper. And so this sheet does, and so does this sheet. Now, it's not that you're going to get the same that overlay. Like if you get the deluxe share and the regular share, your two pieces might not overlay. But if you get, when you do purchase 12 by 12s of these, they do overlay with the other paper. Okay, so here's how I packaged it. I wanted this one to see through on a piece of cardstock like that, and then I put this one like that. Okay, and then you get Berry Delightful. You get 6 pieces of Berry Delightful. At the beginning, I might be able to give out more, but right now I'm trying to give out 6 because the only way for me to get this paper, the only way for you to get this paper, or me, anybody, it's not, they don't give us special privileges. We have to get it just like you. The only way to get Berry Delightful paper is to get it for free in this Sale-A-Bration brochure. But it's not just a regular item. It's a $100 item because, wait for it, for a $100 item in January 5th, you get this for free too, Berry Blessing stamp set. And you get Berry Blessings, or Berry Delightful paper. And this is what the paper looks like. So that's the $100 item, this and this together. You get 12 by 12 sheets. So I'm breaking it up into just giving 6 out for now. I could try to give more at the beginning, but later I'm going to have to limit it to 6 only because of how the effort it's going to take for me to order enough stuff to get this each time. So I have to order enough items to get this. Now this coordinates this strawberry with something else that's in our mini catalog. This paper and the stamp set coordinates. So there's items that coordinate. So a lot of times you're going to see through Sale-A-Bration and through the mini catalog items which coordinate together throughout the both catalogs, which is really nice. Not just in colors, but in terms of style. Now look at this. This is the inside of a strawberry. They're the little strawberry seeds. So if you cut out a strawberry shape, right, you got the little seeds showing through. Just got to figure out which way the seeds go. I think it looks like a raindrop where the small part goes on top. Some grapes. Some strawberry. Yeah, I love the coordination aspect too. I like this piece of jungle paper. So this is Berry Delightful. And I put that in the same bag with the acetate, so put that in there. So that's what the specialty designer share looks like. And you get free shipping when you get 2 because I'll ship them together. Unless they're not ready, then I'll ship them separately. But I try to ship them together. Now here's the funny thing is this is what you get for free. So in an effort to plan ahead, Kim did what she does and she orders and plans ahead. So then my husband says, we're making trains for the entire 1st grade. So they're making trains for the 1st grade. And they need, by tomorrow, this was a few days ago, they need, this was the beginning of the week, I think. Maybe it was last week. I don't know. I had no notice. I had 0 notice. And they need to be gold letters. And they need to say Polar Express. And, of course, I don't have any gold paper in my stash except for this brushed metallic cardstock I had planned on using for the paper share, right? As this is your early bird bonus. And I'd ordered enough for an early bird bonus. And then what happened is this. Next thing you know, scan and cut. This is the whole 1st grade. Polar Express. Can you imagine my crying when all that on letters for bulletin boards? Now, I would never use my Stampin' Up! Paper on bulletin boards. Yeah, my husband, Michael, exactly. I wouldn't use this up for bulletin boards, except that I had no choice because I needed them by the next day because they had built these trains with the kids' pictures. All the kids put like their hands on the windows like this, like they were looking out a window. They went in front of a white background like it was snowing, put their hands up like in the air like they were having their hands against the window, and they had the administrators, they had the teachers, they had everybody in this train because they're having pajama day and they're drinking hot cocoa and they're doing Polar Express. So imagine me crying as I used up this brushed metallic cardstock on a darn bulletin board. I would usually use my cheapest paper from Michael's. No, it does look cool. I'm going to show you. Susan, I'll show you a picture. I took a picture yesterday. I'm going to show you. I can't post it on the internet because of, children's privacy, but I did get a picture of the train as they were building it and stuff. It does look cool, and it is cool, but you don't use Stampin' Up! Paper on school projects. That's the rule. Little kids, they use old retired stamps. They use paper from Michael's or something. We don't give them Stampin' Up! Paper. That's just the way it is. Anyway, so that's funny. Anyway, that's the paper share. I'll put that back there. as I wrap things up. That's it. That's what you get. That's the sneak peek of every paper in the catalog. If you want, I will zoom into this. There's 2 ways to check out. So there's one is my store, like using my store. And there's a little button that's hard to see, but it says add to cart. It's a white button. It says add to cart. So if you put like one of these in the cart, 2021 paper share, you have to say add to cart. Then you go and you put the deluxe one in the paper share. It says add to cart. Then it says check out now, and you can check out. But some people have a hard time with my store for whatever reason. So you can just PayPal me. There's the PayPal address. Just PayPal me. Okay. And PayPal just like lets me just, takes a fee. And so does my store. I have a store that I pay for. So there's a lot of extra like hidden costs. Just in case you're ever trying to do a paper share. You got to consider lots and lots of little things like that, that I never had considered before. So that's how, and then I ship it priority mail. And you get free shipping when you get both paper shares. Okay, and whatever else I decide to throw in there last minute. But right now on clearance, just want to mention, this is what I'm using to help hold my bags together. These are little flower, it's flower washi tape, but this is on clearance right now at Stampin' Up. This is the coolest washi tape. Because my new bags are kind of cheaper and they're not staying together, I'm putting a little bit of washi tape on the bags. But if you put like 5 of these on a piece of paper, you make little flowers out of the washi tape. How cool is this washi tape? It looks like a real flower. But I'm just using it, like I said, to hold my bags together. See? Pretty cool. Okay, well that's all for now. This is the Paper Chef, and thank you for joining me today to see a sneak peek of every single paper in the mini catalog and the Sale-A-Bration brochure. If you'd like to get a copy of these, get on my mailing list, then please use the link in the description that says Stampin' Up! Store, and then go to Contact Me, and then it says Contact Me, and when you contact me, you have to be a U.S. address. I could put you on the mailing list for catalogs, and then you get both of these catalogs. Okay? And then if you want an annual catalog, just put that, they're $2 for the annual. I'm going to send you these for free, but the annual ones are $2 because I have to start trying to reap the cost for that. And I put those in my store. So you just click on Add to Cart, at $2 for the giant, thick annual catalog. I'll put it in with your paper share. It will fit in the envelope. I tried it. Okay? And even these I can put in with your paper share if I see you don't have one. But let me know if you need one. I don't just assume you need one because you might get one from another demonstrator, and then I don't want to put it in the paper share unless you really need one. So you have to add it to the cart. It's free, but just add it to your cart. Or let me know from the contact form. Okay, thank you. Catch you all soon. Bye.